Hello, what's up guys? Trent Gaming here, back with another video. This time we're discussing the Wii U versus the Nintendo Switch. Now, before we get into it, if you're new here, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and go to the Instagram in the description below. Without further ado, let's get into it. The Wii U came out in 2013, sold 13 million units, and was generally poorly marketed and it was poorly marketed, but it was a very good console, but it had some issues. The Switch was amazingly marketed. I think it's one of the top 5 best-selling consoles of all time, and it just is better in some regards than the Wii U. The controller, the Joy-Cons still have a lot of the complaints that the tablet had, but both these consoles have Pro controllers, which negates a lot of that. However, at the Wii U, you still need a tablet with this. You can go without Joy-Cons and be good. So, the Wii U had a very good library, and that is probably one of the strongest points for the Wii U, is its library. But then you realize the Switch kind of already has most of those games. I mean, they just keep releasing remasters of the Wii U versions. They're not necessarily better, but the fact that this has them takes this one's biggest strength away. But they play better on this 9 times out of 10. Like Pikmin 3, for example, love playing it on here. Playing on here, Conversely, Breath of the Wild's better on here than it is on here. And they generally look a little better on Switch, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here, what else? Got game library, which goes to the Switch. Controllers, neither of these came with very good controllers. I mean, the Joy-Cons are okay. I mean, Joy-Con drift, and they kind of I actually prefer the Wii U tablet over the Joy-Cons because it's big. Like it feels a little cheap, but it's big. It's like it's comfier than the Joy-Cons. However, when we get into Pro controllers, this one has a very good Pro controller, but I like the Switch's Pro controller a little more. It's got a little more grip to it. Granted, they're pretty much the same controller, but I'm going to give the Wii U the edge on controllers just because the Wii U's tablet is more comfy than the Joy-Cons. So it's like 1-to-1. This is portable. This is not. So that's a point for that. Because this is a hybrid. In my opinion, the Wii U is like the prototype to the Switch. Like, the Wii U was, you could play it in a different room, I guess. I mean, you had to be close, and you had to have the console and all that fun stuff. But, you could play it in different areas of your house. The Switch is like the realized version of the Wii U in that regard. And honestly, shares some design cues, too. I mean, you can't look at them. There's some differences, but you could say prototype, final version. I mean, not saying the Switch is perfect, but I mean, comparing them, you can kind of see where I'm coming from on that. I mean, the Wii U had this tab, which I love. I love the Wii U, don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, you know what? I think the Switch probably beats it out. Although in terms of affordability, at least for now, the Wii U is cheaper. So I'm not saying don't go and get a Wii U, because I think the Wii U is excellent. Everybody should go get one and stock up their libraries like I've been doing. And one thing for the Wii U on the game library front that does give it a very unique edge, which I don't know how much longer this edge is going to hold, is the fact that it has Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. 2 very good games. And it also has Breath of the Wild. I mean, this thing's the Zelda machine too. So I mean, yeah, if you're a Zelda fan, I'd almost say just go grab a Wii U, which for now is the Zelda machine. I'm not saying the Switch can't overtake it, but for the moment, the Wii U is the Zelda machine. And that's the only way to play the DS games on TV, so yeah, I'd probably go Wii U on the Zelda front anyway. Overall, I'd say the Switch is a cut above the Wii U. Although I personally prefer the Wii U, you just can't deny the Switch's prowess. I mean, its library is largely borrowed from the Wii U, and that sprinkles in its own gems. I mean, when it does that, it's like, well, I can't compete. I mean, granted, the Wii U does have better eShop, don't get me wrong, but overall, it's kind of like, well, Switch is kind of like just a streamlined Wii U. So anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Have a nice day. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the Instagram in the description below. And goodbye.